Advice and information from the experts. This is Ask the Expert. Here's Rob Carnie.
Greg Marcyniuk, Heritage Insurance, on Ask the Expert today, and into week 2 of having the doors open to the public at the corner of Fairford and 1st Avenue Northwest. How are things going, Greg?
Things are going great, Rob. As you well know, we've got social distancing in place, as with everybody else that is open for business. And as well, we're limiting to 4 people at any one time, as well as making appointments. We're asking for the brokers if there's any of that type of work to be done. As well, we can always do everything over the phone and online. So whichever is your preference, we're happy to serve you the way we always do.
Very good. And now that we're reopening Saskatchewan and folks are allowed to go out on the lake, the boat launches are open for people. And I know you've been out at the lake, and something tweaked your interest. A lot of people are out on the lake, and some insurance reminders for those people. You got to be registered, right?
That's correct. You have to be licensed to operate a boat or a personal watercraft. And with that, it also is a great idea to have insurance in place. And with insurance, we usually recommend having a standalone policy for that, just because if you do have a claim, it doesn't count against your home policy. And just another point of note there, Rob, is that if you happen to be operating a personal watercraft and you do have insurance, and you aren't licensed, there won't be any coverage. Or if you let anyone else operate your personal watercraft, I'd really recommend that you make sure that they are licensed. The other thing that you always want to be aware is if there's boats around, and always keeping a good eye open, and when passing, make sure you're doing it safely, giving them lots of room. Also, when you're docking with it, make sure you do it systematically. Be patient, and also, respect others. I know it's going to be busy every weekend. People are wanting to get out with being penned up, so please be respectful of that. Also, when you do get personal watercraft, make sure you have your lanyard on, proper fitting life jackets, understanding the throttle and how you utilize that, and make sure you are aware that when you have no throttle, you can't steer it. As well, there are no brakes on these things, except some of the newer models do, I must add, but you really have to familiarize yourself. So I think biggest thing is, as far as safety and riding of your PWC, is, again, pay close attention to nearby boat traffic. And remember that the boaters might not be prepared for your PWC to, as far as it turning quickly and the short turning radius. And before you do initiate a turn, make sure you look both ways. Falls can and will happen. And if they do, make sure that you let the machine go. The lanyard will shut the machine off automatically. And as well, if the boat happens, or I should say the personal watercraft does happen to flip, make sure you know which direction to flip it, because you can cause damage, and that's down at the bottom stow at the back. And also, when you're riding in shallow waters, you've really got to be careful. Anything under 3 feet, you can cut rocks and do a considerable amount of damage to your machine. And the biggest thing is never, ever operate a PWC at night, because not only are personal watercraft not equipped with navigational lights, it just gives you more exposure out there because nobody can see you. You can flip it, and just not a good situation. So those are the tips for personal watercrafts. And good tips they are. We can find them online, right? That's correct, at nohassleiinsurance.ca, or come on down here, the corner of 1st and Fairford Northwest, now that we're open. We are really enjoying seeing all of our clients, and we'd be more than happy to help you out.
This has been Ask the Expert, your source for expert advice and information.